Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be taking a look at a mix of videos including some Karens and some funny moments and wholesome moments as well. But before we get started, just make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So in this first video, we have Tyrese, the singer and actor. He was at Home Depot and gave his credit card to the cashier, while some people that work with him gathered some of the other items to pay for with his credit card. Now Tyrese wanted to leave because people in the store was noticing him, but he told the cashier those guys are with him. So he ends up speaking to the supervisor on FaceTime. Check it out.
Can you please include that information? I was just there. I just walked. I was just in your store, ma'am. If you're going to talk to your manager, tell your manager the truth. I was just in the store and I gave my guys my credit card in front of your staff and team member and I walked off. Don't say that I'm not there with no ID. You can pull up the cameras. I was there 5 minutes ago. This is completely unnecessary, what you're doing right now. I'm not answering what?
Say.
Do you have a pro account?
Ma'am, should I have the CEO of Home Depot to call you tomorrow? Because he's my neighbor. He's my neighbor in Atlanta. You want me to get the CEO of Home Depot to call you and tell you that this is unnecessary, what you're doing?
Yeah, my manager said that's fine.
Okay, tell your manager I was just in the store. Do you want to tell him that part?
He can hear you.
Okay, manager, what is his name?
Carlos?
Carlos. What's his last name?
That's not necessary.
What?
You work in Home Depot. You work in a public place. You're asking me for my first and last name. I'm giving it to you. Tyrese Gibson, and those guys are my designers and builders, and I was just in your store 5 minutes ago. And you're on the phone with me asking for ID, and you're talking to the ID. I was just in your store. This is, I understand policy, but you know you're being extra right now.
Your physical ID.
Excuse me?
Credit card.
This is Tyrese Gibson. I was just in your store.
Store policy.
Okay, what is his last name? Store policy.
I'm not giving you his last name.
Okay, what is your name? What is your name?
My name's Corelli.
Aurelie?
Yep, Corelli.
And what's your last name?
I'm not giving you my last name.
I've never heard that before.
Okay, I like your bangs. You have a good night.
You as well.
All right, Karen.
I'll go back.
Okay, Karen, take care.
I take a picture wherever I have in the car.
Thanks, Karen. What time do they close, Manuel?
What time? Excuse me. What time you close the store? What time you close the store? 10 o'clock.
I'll be on my way.
Alright, so the next part takes place with Tyrese actually going to Home Depot. Now the supervisor in the beginning thinks after she gives Tyrese the receipt that it's over with, but honestly Tyrese really put this Karen into place. I think he handled it respectfully, and it gets to a point where the supervisor and manager are not even sure on how to respond to this. But check it out and let me know what you think.
$2,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You good? Alrighty. So you're a supervisor, right? What's your name?
Correct.
Corelli? And your last name is what?
I'm not giving you
Why not? Because you work here. And I have a problem with your energy and your unprofessionalism. So what's your last name? Okay. So, ma'am, how long?
Don't consent to being recorded.
What is? How long have you been working here, ma'am? You? I just have a question. How long? 1 year. Okay. Gotcha. So, my problem with what just happened is that I've been living 3 blocks in here for 10 years. And if this is a policy without a pro account, why are you the first person to stop my team and my builder from coming here when I've been coming to this particular Home Depot for 10 years? Make me understand that. If this is a policy and you're the boss and you run this place, why are you the only one doing or living up to the company policy? Explain that to me.
I can explain other people's actions.
You can, because they reflect you. If you're the boss and you're the manager and you say it's company policy to show ID before you swipe a credit card, unless you have a pro account, I'm asking you and your staff and your team, these people all work for you. And you're the supervisor, you're the manager, anything that anybody do as far as their role that may not have the same particular seniority that you have, make me understand, after 10 years of coming to this place with the same guys swiping for way bigger amounts, and this is like the smallest transaction they've done. Make me understand in 10 years why no one has ever asked for ID. You don't know? And you work here. And you're the supervisor. You're the cashier supervisor. Which means that when everybody do all the shopping, they got to come see you before they swipe their card, along with the rest of your team that are cashiers, right? Because if it's a policy, then everybody should be living up to the policy, right? So make me understand after 10 years why this just happened for the first time without a pro account. I've not been to the store. And make me understand how you just seen me and other people that work here just seen me physically in the store. And I was just here. Sir, did you just see me in the store? Sir?
No, I'm not lying. I gave you $20. I remember that.
So how did you barely look at me if I bought 2 candy bars from you and we gave you the scanning machine? You looked at me, and we just did the whole transaction, and I walked out. Are you telling me you've never seen me until right now?
No, I'm not saying that. I just didn't recognize you.
I'm not talking about recognizing me as a celebrity. You did see me, correct? I just want you to confirm that I was just in the store 5 minutes ago.
Because you were there, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't know if it was you that was there. I barely looked at your face.
Okay.
I was really bringing all this stuff up, and they were handing you different things, so then you were like, hanging for it, so I just did it real quick so I could get back to the other. So that's why I didn't get a good look at it.
Regardless, he's still a staff, right?
Okay, so I just called you on FaceTime.
That's not valid form of ID.
No?
No.
That's
A passport or
10
state
years.
ID.
10 years coming. No pro account. I'm just trying to understand how you're the first person to say, here's the company policy and this is what we're not doing. Just trying to understand. And you represent the supervisor cashier. Make me understand how all of these cashiers for the last 10 years have been swiping my credit card without me physically being here with no ID, with no pro. That's the policy. Make me understand. Because them not doing that is not living up to the policy that you're supposed to put in place and keep in place. I'm going to tell you what this feels like. This feels like racism. And I don't pull the race card. This feels like racism. And you're not professional enough to apologize or give us better energy, even though I didn't physically came back. Your staff and employee that works with you and for you as another cashier, he just seen me. I bought 2 candy bars. He looked me in my face. He swiped it, and I walked right out the store. Is that the policy too? Where he's going to use a scanner and pay for 2 candies 2 candy bars and let me walk out the store?
You said you were with them.
Exactly right. Which means I never showed you my ID, and I never swiped my credit card, and I walked out with 2 candy bars. Is that also the policy?
But I saw them nod, like, oh yes.
They nodded.
Yeah.
And I also just called her on the phone, and I showed her my face, told her I was just in the store, and I nodded as well. So why did you let me walk out the store with 2 candy bars without ID and without swiping my card?
Because that was part of the whole total. I couldn't swipe it for just 2 things when you were adding it to the
That was the whole total, but you don't even know if my credit card would actually go through. You let me walk out the store without seeing my ID or letting my credit card swipe. Is that company policy? I'm just trying to understand what I don't understand.
I'm not sure if that relates to what.
Don't worry about who I am. I really thank you. They're disrespecting me and my team on purpose. And I'm hamming.
I'm not sending you any different than I told everybody.
I'm asking you, company policy-wise, because I don't work here. And I didn't make up any of the rules. Do you let people come to Home Depot as a cashier and you scan candy bars or drinks or anything, and you let them walk out the store without paying? Is what I'm asking.
If there was one person alone, no, I wouldn't let them do that.
Okay. I'm good, man. I'm just trying to understand why I'm feeling what I'm feeling.
What happened? I mean, about were you with a customer calling over the phone about the
Yes,
transaction?
that was me.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, and I get your point. I mean, your frustration, and I do apologize about that. But she was just following protocols.
Okay, I'm asking about the protocol because I don't work here.
Got it.
So educate me about the protocol. I walked up to this gentleman. I grabbed 2 candy bars.
Got it.
He scanned it,
Yes.
and I said, "Hey man, they're gonna finish the rest of the transaction. They got my credit card," and I left.
Okay.
I did not pay for my 2 candy bars.
But you left the credit card to that person?
With them. I was just here with them, and this man just seen me. He scanned. Hold on, let me finish. He scanned my 2 candy bars. I looked him in his face. They were finishing up the transaction, and I walked out of your store with 2 candy bars, no ID, and I didn't swipe my card to pay for it. And he let me leave. So then, as I left, sir, they're now here to finish the transaction because irregardless of who I am, I don't like getting attention. And I just started seeing people looking, and I was like, let me go ahead and work my way out. They've been coming here and working with me. They work with me. I don't treat anybody less than. I treat everybody with respect. They've been working with me for 10 years. I have not been in this store in probably 6 years. So I'm asking the supervisor, who won't give me her last name, what is the store policy that you have in place that you're supposed to implement where I'm able to scan 2 candy bars and walk outside without my ID and without paying for it? And he let me leave. And I'm calling you on FaceTime to say if you have an ID problem and I don't have a pro account, you're looking at me on FaceTime and I'm telling you it's me. And then you're saying the policy is I got to come in here and show my ID. So why did your coworker let me leave with 2 candy bars with no ID and I didn't swipe the credit card? If that's your policy, that's what I'm asking. If that's your policy, I'm asking you. I don't work here. I'm asking you, what is your policy? This is a reflection of you. Because you're the cashier supervisor, and then you called your boss to get to the bottom of what's happening. So I'm asking you, as the boss of the cashiers, why did somebody on your team and staff look at me, grab the scanner out of my hand? It was over here. We gave it to him. It was like, hey, man, here. He reached over the wood and the doors and went bloop, bloop, bloop. And I said, hey, man, they going to take care of the transaction. They got it. I'm out. You're being a racist. And that's the truth. I don't have a racist bone in my body. And you know you got that racist energy all over you because you're not even willing to apologize, fix it, and point out the inconsistencies of what you know and your training and what the policies are. You're wrong. You're wrong, and I want your full name, and I'm going to reach out to the people who own this place, who is the CEO of Home Depot is my neighbor in Atlanta. Okay? So you don't have to give me your name. I'll figure it out. This is wrong, and people should not be treated this way. And if you got a policy and you reflect the policy of this place, then the policy should be consistent with everybody that works here. Okay? You don't care, right? Because you don't. He cares. That's why he came out. You're wrong. And I came here to tell you you're wrong, and you're not even willing to apologize. Your co-star and co-worker seen me, identified me, without ID. He was like, all right, cool. I said, yo, man, they gonna take care of everything. I gave him my credit card, and I walked out. Is that the policy?
Alright, so the next video, we got this lady that's trying to save a parking spot for her husband. Now, we've seen people stand in empty parking spots to try to save a spot for someone, but this is the first time I see someone use a stroller with their baby in it as well to block a parking spot. But check it out.
Please move, I need to park here. Please.
You're gonna hit my child.
No, I want to park.
What?
I want to park. You holding the parking spot.
Sir, my husband dropped us off. He's looping around and he's gonna park here.
I understand, but I'm going to park here in the meantime. There's no one here. I'm on the clock. My rates are $60 an hour, so you know, you're older than me. I charge you every 6 minutes. Can you please move? Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's all yours, no problem.
You're welcome.
That's your plate number.
Alright, the next video is pretty wholesome. We have some elephants, and this baby elephant ends up falling in the pool. Now, the pool is not that deep for the adult elephants, but I guess this baby elephant was too small and was drowning. But check out how the two adult elephants reacted. Check it out and let me know what you think. Alright, that's about it for today. So if you enjoy any of those videos, let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite one. Also share with your friends on social media. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and we out.